Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to the second candle review of this delightful New Year's Eve 2023. I hope you guys are having a safe and happy celebration, whatever you're doing today. If you missed it a little earlier today, I uploaded my thoughts on HomeWorx Merry Marshmallow. I will go ahead and link that video in the description box below this one, where I will also link where you can purchase this particular scent here, Gilded Garland. I do believe this one is still available at homeworx.shop, so if you are interested, it is currently on sale. I think you can combine my discount code with the current sale that's happening, and that'll save you an extra 15%, or use your rewards points, whatever, obviously gives you the greater discount, but you should be able to use one or the other to save a little bit more on the candles that are currently on sale. So anyway, in this video, we're gonna dive into Gilded Garland, which is from the same, what I'm calling Baubles collection. I don't remember what the actual name of this collection was. Honestly, I ordered these like a couple of months ago, and I just got really behind on, burning new candles. I don't know why. I think I was just trying so hard to focus on getting through a lot of my backup HomeWorx candles for this year. I just had this major project that I was working on in terms of using candles up, and I think it kind of caused me to put the focus on a lot of older fragrances instead of reviewing the new things that I actually purchased to review for my channel here. So sorry about that. I realize these reviews are going up super late. I'm still putting them up, and I mentioned this in the first one because HomeWorx has been, especially in the last year or two, has been recycling a lot of scents. I don't view that as a bad thing. There's a lot of HomeWorx fragrances that I really enjoy, and so for me, that's a win in a lot of cases. But I have heard from some people that are annoyed that we're seeing a lot of the same scents, but I don't know. I think as long as there is a good selection of new fragrances and, it's not all repackages, then I think we should, I don't know. I'm perfectly happy with what has rolled out fragrance-wise in the last couple of years myself. So for me, I like the repackages. So I'm still reviewing a lot of these holiday candles now, and I will, like I mentioned in the first video, I will be putting the rest away because I'm kind of over the holiday scents at this point. But I will still be reviewing these because I will have them to reference if they do come back next holiday season. So at any rate, you guys, this particular scent here, Gilded Garland, is not really in my usual wheelhouse of fragrances that I typically enjoy. If you've been with my channel for at least a few years, you know that I tend to favor the gourmands. I favor the fruity scents. I like a few fresh scents here and there, but I'm pretty particular. I don't typically gravitate towards very masculine fragrances. Yeah, I've had some pretty strong preferences in the past, but I feel like there's been a lot of changes that my body has been going through in the last few years. And one of the things that has come with some of those hormonal changes, I think, is a change in my scent preferences. Now, don't get me wrong, I am still a lover of all things gourmand and fruity, and I think I will be for the rest of my life. But I have come to enjoy fragrances like this, which are very different to what I normally gravitate towards. So I'm happy to be able to review this one, and I'm glad that I bought it because at first I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like it, but I should buy it so that I can review something a little bit different. And I'm really glad that I went for it. This one is actually pretty good, you guys. So let me know your thoughts on the Gilded Garland fragrance. By the way, I butchered the wicks on this one. Oh my God. I used my Yankee Candle wick trimmer thing because I couldn't find my little cuticle scissors. And these wicks are so short now. I really hope this candle doesn't dud out on me. But it's really hard with that, that fat wick trimmer to be able to gauge how short you're cutting your wicks. And I butchered all 4 of them, and I I hope this candle's gonna be okay. All right, so fir garland, juniper berry, cinnamon, and sandalwood. So this does definitely have a really nice tree note, but it's not like a straightforward tree note where it smells like a fresh Christmas tree that you just brought into your house. You know how you have that like sweet sap type note? This is almost like a perfumey take on a holiday tree scent that I'm getting here in terms of the fir tree note that I'm smelling. The juniper berry. I am a big fan of juniper berries. I make German Rotkohl, which is just red cabbage. I make it quite frequently, and so I have juniper berries because I love to put juniper berries in my red cabbage. So I actually went to the kitchen and stuck my nose in the little jar of juniper berries, and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually detect this very note in this candle. So if you like that juniper berry note, it's kind of an interesting type of spice. Like, I feel like it's hard for me to put juniper into words. You have to go smell it. Get yourself some juniper berries. They're used in a lot of different like food dishes. So if you don't like red cabbage, I'm sure you can find another use for them. But they smell really, really good. Like they're almost kind of a fresh herbal type scent. I really like the juniper scent a lot, and there's absolutely some juniper berries in here. There is a touch of cinnamon for sure, but not a whole lot. In fact, the cinnamon is quite faint to my nose, but there is a healthy dose of a really nice sandalwood in here. And it mixes so beautifully with that perfumey fir garland note. That is a great combination together, and it just lends itself to a warm, maybe slightly masculine, almost fresh type scent. I feel like in a way the juniper berries bring a bit of freshness to this one. And I like this scent a lot, you guys. I would actually consider repurchasing this. And another thing that I like about this one is I think it could be a great transitional scent. Now, obviously the label is quite holiday, but I did this with one of my harvest leaves over Christmas because I love harvest leaves. Basically, from the time September hits until the end of December, I will have harvest leaves going all the time. But I took the label off of it, and it had, you know, just like a nice kind of rust-colored red wax. So it went with my holiday decor. This has kind of a creamy white wax to it. So if you want to burn this in January, but you just hate the look of like the baubles on the label, just cut the label off. I basically just take some scissors and score the label from the bottom all the way to the top. It's just shrink wrapped on there, so it peels off very easily. There's no glue or anything like that. And yeah, from time to time, I will do that with certain HomeWorx candles. I'm actually thinking about doing that a little bit more with some of the labels that I just don't like. You know how HomeWorx does those labels where there's like the white band on the bottom? Ugh, I just really don't like those. I prefer these types of labels where it's like the full picture type label. But anyway, this one here I think is going to be a great transitional scent. I could see someone really enjoying this one throughout the winter months. So this could probably get you through to, I would say, end of February, kind of beginning of March. Now, towards the beginning of March, I do consider that like a spring transition for me for sure. And so that fir note in here would really kind of have to go away at that point for sure. But this one's great. It was nice throughout the holiday, the last part of the holiday where I was burning it, but I really think this one is one that I would even prefer more so in January. So I will be continuing to enjoy this bad boy right here. I've had it in my dining room. It's been performing pretty darn good in there. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this one out. I'd be tempted to put it away just for the label or, you know, melt it just to get it out of the system. But it is actually a great scent for this time of year. So anyway, strength and throw, let's get into that really quickly here. The strength of this one, I would put at like just about a 7. It's a nice medium performance, you guys, but it's not a house filler. I will tell you that. The travel, it is a little bit more like, I would say that it kind of stays in the room where it's lit more so than travels far beyond that. So the throw on this one, I would only put at about a 5, but because this is the type of scent that is kind of still new to me, I like the fact that I can have it in one specific room, and when I walk through that room, I can enjoy that fragrance, but it's not going to, like, you know, fill my entire house. I had this going a lot of times when I was doing a lot of like holiday gourmand type scents, and it never really mingled with anything else, and I think that was perfect. I kept it in the dining room, like I said, and it performs really well in there. It's a rather large dining room. It has high ceilings, but it filled the space beautifully without like choking me out or being too strong or offensive in any kind of way. It just had a good solid performance, you guys, and until I completely butchered the wicks, like the wicks were doing fine as well. I will say the wicks here are a little bit more fragile in this collection. Using the cuticle scissors has worked best for me with these. The Yankee Candle wick trimmer was just a terrible idea. I think that particular wick trimmer is best for like paraffin candles actually. But yeah, with don't use it. With this one, learn from me. But I'm still getting a nice little glow here. I do still like the look of this, but I might pour off a little bit of the wax here once it pulls out completely, just so I can make sure that I can enjoy the rest of this one. But no problems with sooting, nothing like that. The wax hasn't become discolored. It's just been an enjoyable scent for me. I like it. Is it a holy grail? No, but is it nice and something different? Yes. And if you're looking for a little bit of a change up, like I said, this one's still available, so feel free to pick it up if you're interested. It's available on the website. So anyway, you guys, there's one more review coming a little bit later on today, and then that'll be it for 2023. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.